Oh, they ain't hear none of that.
All right, all right, all right. Hey, y'all. Hey. All right, all right. Yeah, hey, y'all. It's the Caravan of Dreams to redo. Y'all know what it is. It's Monday. It's 8 something times 2. And let's get ready to go. So, listen, like and share, like and share. Tell somebody to tell somebody else that the Caravan of Dreams is on. Come on, be sure and share us with your social media groups or whatever you got going on, and join in the conversation. Y'all, come on. Hello, hello. Hey now. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We were a little late, but it's still 8 something. We still good. All right. Hey, everybody who's on right now, come on in. Like and share, and like and share. And we'd love for y'all to join in the conversation. We appreciate y'all. I wanted you to play a song, but I forgot to tell you. So there's that.
Mhm.
All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Come on in. Come on in. It's the Caravan of Dreams, the redo. Y'all know what it is. It is 8 something, 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 something. So be sure and like and share, like and share. Tell somebody that the Caravan of Dreams is on. It's still 8 something. So we good. We're good. Vanessa. Hey, now. Hey. All right. James Bell.
He's on my 6 gig nig. I just put a post about how
Wow.
many gigs I did this weekend.
Wow.
It was, man, hectic. It was hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hectic.
Hey, everybody. All right. So we're not going to keep y'all too long because we know some of y'all are early to bed goers or that kind of thing. So we're just going to talk to y'all for a little while. Hopefully, y'all join in the conversation and let's see what it brings. Um, so let's start here. So first of all, um, I want to say shout out to Brian Thompson. How you doing? We in Crowley with Crowley, Texas with the food.
What food? What food you got? Because I ain't ate. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way to Crowder this time of night, but
Okay, and it's raining. So listen. So this weekend, I'm sure some of y'all saw Johnny's post. I'm not sure. I didn't. I'm sorry, I missed it. But we did a lot of, it was a lot of working going on. Had a lot of stuff going on. This, that, this, here, that. Go to this side of town, that side of town, back. Hey, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. And so shout out to the Winstons who had us at their awesome wedding. And so Johnny, now let's tell them first of all. So Johnny DJ'd, of course, the wedding. It was a pretty good sized wedding here in the city of Fort Worth. Some great people that are pretty well known in the city. I'll say that.
yeah, Fort Worth Black Elite
Right,
was in the
right,
building.
right.
Mhm.
And so they got married this weekend. Well, Friday, and we did, like I said, Johnny DJ. We also introduced our smoke machine, which creates the dance on a cloud effect, and we're so excited. Can't wait to see or get the actual the real video for that, because that was cool.
Yeah, it worked out. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, we were excited about that.
She did the dress too. She did the dress with the 10-foot long train. I don't know how long it
14.
is. 14 foot long.
14 feet.
Jesus.
Yes. So
That's
there's
two
that.
people, 2.5 people.
Yeah. Yeah. So uh it was a lot. The what did they do? They dropped the rings by drone, which was neat. And there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
A lot going
Yeah.
on.
A lot of
So,
hey, some actionness, boy.
yeah.
That was a that was a wedding for real.
Yes. Yes.
So
So,
yeah, Brian, I know, man. I know you as Marley. I already know. I already know. But the food truck is way over there in Crowley.
does it move? Can you drive it this direction? Because we way on the other side of town.
But we are hungry. I know I am for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely congratulations to the Winstons, man. It was an awesome wedding.
Yes.
And
Yes, indeed. Yes,
I'm
indeed.
glad that we were able to be a part of it. I'm glad that we were able to work together as a team. We make a pretty good team. Every couple of times a year, we get to work together as a team. She'll do the dress, and I'll do the DJ part. And we got to add a couple of more things in this time around. So just be on the lookout if you want that extraness in your wedding. It ain't cheap, but we are definitely not the most expensive.
Right.
So
that for sure. That for
give
sure.
us a holler.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. So now I think we talked about this last week, April 8th, and I need y'all to keep this in mind. He said they'll be on Meadowbrook tomorrow.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So April 8th is the eclipse, all right, quote unquote, the big eclipse that is coming. And I don't want to scare anybody or anything, but y'all better be ready. No, I'm just saying. So here's the thing. So first of all, the conspiracy theories out here, oh my gosh, it is a lot going on. Conspiracy theories say on April 8th, not only will we be dark, but we'll be dark for 72 hours. Okay. That's what the conspiracy theories say. And they're saying that make sure you get your food, get it, be stocked up, because it's going to be dark. We'll be dark. We'll be without lights, electricity. Well, that goes without saying, and even our internet and all of that. So I don't know how we'll survive if that's the case.
So basically, we need to go to the grocery store because they're finna empty out the grocery stores.
Yes. Yes, grocery stores are. Yeah, I know the panic. People, will start hitting that panic button, and they're gonna get all the beans and toilet tissue. So be prepared for that. Water. I'm just saying. Now, here's on the lighter side. It could just be what I'm reading is, hey, it's probably just going to be, dark for 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. So there's that. But either way, get your telescopes, your cameras and all that. They say you have to have on protective glasses or lenses or whatever to see or watch the eclipse, because I don't know if it burns your eyeballs or something. I don't know, whatever. But so be prepared for that. I think it's the same lenses that, like, when you go watch those 3D movies at the movies, right?
I doubt it.
Not those. Okay.
No. I mean, you're probably gonna need some type of sunglasses, but no, not the 3D. That's a different. Those are different kinds.
Those are different.
Yeah.
So some type of protective lens. Don't listen to me on the 3D. That might be that might get you extra burn in your eyes. So I don't know. Like, let me put this disclaimer. Take this at your own risk. Or what does John say? This is not the real something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just telling you what they are saying out there, quote unquote they. So but anyway, just I don't know, be prepared, because you never know, right? Who knows? But when you go and look at the the conspiracies that are on TikTok, we are about to be dark for about 72 hours. And I actually have a countdown. I think we are 6 days, 13 hours, 14 minutes, and 2 seconds away
Oh,
from the eclipse.
okay.
So there's that. So,
All right. Judge is laughing at you with the
hey,
3D glasses
I
theory
mean,
thing.
I don't know. 3D might make it closer and a quicker burn, so don't do that. I don't know, but it's some kind of way that they say you can do it. Like I think if you crisscross some paper or cut, I don't know, cut some, put some poke some holes in some paper. Anyway, read up on it.
Vanessa said, you news that you definitely cannot
There you go, right
use.
there. So there's that. But but some of it, just because I always say this when they put it out there, there's some tinge of truth to it, right? So it might not last for 72 hours. It might just last for 72 seconds. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So be prepared. Be prepared because
TikTok will have you living in fear.
yeah, you definitely got to watch that. And which I didn't see this on TikTok. I saw this, on some of the other news outlets that I watch. So there's that. And who knows? Because who actually knows? Who knows? Who
I
knows?
don't know. We'll know in 6 days.
6 days, 13 hours,
Yeah.
59 minutes, and 1 second. We'll know.
Say be prepared just in case.
That's
Man,
right. That's
that's a
right.
lot of gas. Now we do. I stay pretty stocked up on gas out there.
As far as our
Generator.
generator. So here's the thing: if you don't have a generator, let me recommend that because what happened before was something where like something when the city went black or maybe it was just the neighborhood. I don't know, but it was pitch dark and it was cold, right?
Mhm.
I think it was that year that we got that really cold blast and we rode around the city looking for a hotel room and man, it was awful. I can't. Oh my God, just thinking about that back in the day it was horrible. And I don't like to be cold. Let's start there. And so I was like, what are we gonna do? Because we made reservations, so we jump in the cars and ride on the ice and go all the way out there. And boom, their lights are off at the hotel that we had reservations for. It's like, oh my God, we all the way out here. We done drove, slid, just everything on ice, up hills, down hills,
What
just
did we do?
everything.
Did we come back home?
Yeah, because we didn't have no choice. So we drove all the way to Dallas, down hills, up and down. We going woo, woo, just okay. Then we get all the way out there. We pull up in the parking lot, and all these other cars are pulling in and out, and there's no lights in the hotel. Why y'all make reservations for people with no light? Y'all ain't got no lights.
Right.
So
Cancel my reservation.
right there. And so now we had to turn around, get back on the freeway, slide home, scoot, boop, 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 up hills, down hills. We get home. Okay, so still the lights are off because they was off when we left. And but guess what? Johnny was like, man, I'm gonna pull this generator out. So he pulls out the generator and turns on a heater in this room, a heater in that room. And guess what? We were nice and warm and toasty and we survived. So get you that. I said all that to say if you don't have a generator, get a generator. What do those cost?
A few $100s.
But there's levels.
Yeah, there's levels. I mean, it's usually gonna cost you, a good three, four, for a decent one, a good $300-400 at least.
Yeah.
You can get the
Especially if you
bigger
got
one.
a what a 4 or 5 bedroom house.
Now you got a 4 or 5 bedroom home. It's not gonna power up your whole house. You're gonna spend $800 to $1,000 if you're trying to power up like everything in the house because you're gonna need like a
Right.
10,000 watt generator.
Right.
We have a 4,000 watt, and what we do a few heaters.
Right.
There's a few
Right.
heaters.
Space heaters.
Yeah, stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
But if you trying to really really do it up, yeah, you're gonna have to get that good old 10,000 watt boy. They get up there $7,000 $8,000 stuff like that. But it's worth it though to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It has pulled us out because something about I don't know if people be hitting the electrical what do they call those things that create the electricity, the big poles, whatever. I don't know if people are hitting them down here, in the corners or whatever, but for whatever reason, we end up without power often. Okay, over here. I'm saying often, but it happens more than it does for everybody. And so, it's been plenty of times that, we boop, the electricity's down and Johnny go power up the what is it?
Generator.
The generator. He go and power up the generator, and that's just one of those. You pull a thing. That what it is, like a
Yeah.
lawnmower.
Vanessa's loving your sound effects.
Hey,
Keep it
listen, I gotta
rolling.
let
Keep it
y'all
rolling.
know. So anyway, so he power up the generator, and then boom, boop, 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 boop. I can even sew during that time. How about that? So yeah, I appreciate the generator more than anything. So and and then the fact that Johnny he don't mind, wait, he's a DJ, so we got 100 power cords around here, so he pull out 100-foot power cords in every room and a heater, and so we're good to go. So there's that. But anyway, I said all that to say, be prepared for anything. Just go ahead and go on, get you some water and some toilet tissue. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. I mean, even for, those few minutes that it may power us all down, you ain't got to go to the store to get no water and toilet tissue. So, whatever it is, be it 72 hours or 72 minutes, it's still, something you might need. So there's that. Because, like I said, in 6 days, 12 hours, 59 minutes, and 1 second, the eclipse. Okay, there you go. So hey, you always gonna stay informed if you come check us out, right? We always gonna let y'all know what's really happening.
With the news that you definitely can't use.
All right, so listen, let's talk about this. What is going? Uh, what's going on with this whole Puffy thing? It's like the hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. It's always something. There's so many different pieces and parts and intricacies to it. And the whole thing with oh my, it always ends up being another person that's added to the situation, or more information, or somebody else is, filing a lawsuit or whatever. But I'm thinking that this guy Rodney, is that his name? Lil Rod,
Oh, I have
whatever.
no idea who that dude is.
Yeah, you don't know who he is. Some guy who was a producer,
Mhm.
with all the stuff that he said was happening. I mean, it almost seems unreal that this dude would have done some of those things. It's to listen to the documents, the court docs that they pulled of the stuff that he was doing. It was like, wow, wow, what kind of person is this? And now they're saying that you know really we need to be looking at his mama too, because Puff P Diddy mom, P Diddy, that his mom was really the person that kind of got him in on that stuff. Like, she was like, they had a really strange relationship, you know. Um, like, I get it. They said, he always like, man, my mama, but apparently his mama was the one who kind of got him started on all this, craziness. So I don't know. Like, who was she exactly? Um, but they saying that the apple just don't fall far.
From the tree.
Yeah, it looked like she was a madam at one point. That's what they saying, and she was bringing in women at the beginning. So yeah, very strange, weird, all of that. So
That's very strange. I don't know. I try not to get caught up in that whole Puffy P Diddy thing.
hmm
That's just a little bit above my pay grade. Um, they say what's done in the dark will come to light.
yeah,
People talking about Jay-Z next.
yeah.
Um,
I mean,
okay.
apparently, what they're saying is that Jay Z, was kind of connected to this whole thing. Then that's what it sounds like. It's so many levels to it. It's so many people involved, and
Now, now
that's a
the
rabbit hole.
now the TDJ stuff has died down.
Yeah, it has for now.
So I don't know what's up with that. But like I said, I don't know what's done in the dark will come to light.
hmm
It's above my pay grade. I'm not canceling Diddy. Same way I ain't canceling R. Kelly. People are asking those questions like, "You gonna cancel Diddy?" No, I ain't gonna count. They still make good music. I don't know what on the side. That's his business. It's the same thing as people in their sexuality. What they do on their time is their business. Do they make good music? When I
Is the
play
bottom
it,
line.
yeah. When I play the music, do the people turn up? Do the people enjoy the music? That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
'Cause when you start digging into people's personal lives and all this stuff, man, there's a lot of people. Your Elvis Presley's. There's a lot of people. It's a lot of heinous folks out there.
Right, who did some stuff.
Yeah.
And that you say that because it makes a difference whether, if you were African American or you were non-African American. Because they said, Priscilla, that you brought up Elvis, that she was only what, 12 years old, I
Oh
think, when he
yeah.
first started.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? And did we ever, like, was it ever a big scandal? No. Like, it's like it was just natural.
Yeah. It's just
Hmm.
swept up under the rug. What's
Right.
going on, Marco? Man, good to see you. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't too much get caught up in their personal lives. Shoot, karma is real. It'll get to them. It'll catch up to them. And I just play good music, man.
My thoughts on this, though, I guess, it is what it is. Whatever you're doing, sir, is, that's your thing. But when you start abusing other people, that's the problem.
my my thing with the abusing or whatever, stuff like that. A lot of these people chose that route. I don't feel like a lot of those people were like kidnapped and forced into all these things. Puffy had money back in the day.
Mhm. Mhm.
If you
Mhm.
wanted some of his money, there's some certain things that you had to do.
Mm.
And a lot of them, you got choices. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna jump in and do this and get this money, or you know what, I ain't even gonna mess with it.
Yeah.
So for me, and I'm not taking everything off of him. I'm sure you got the murders and a lot of stuff that he goes into. But for a lot of those people, when you saw that lifestyle, when you went to the party
Yeah.
and you saw what was going on at the party, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna step
Let
out
me
of
get
this.
out of there.
Yeah, let me get
Yeah.
out of here and never
Mhm.
return.
Right.
Some of those people return.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, he was doing some crazy stuff, but he sent the invite, so he said you can come out to the party. You came to the party, you saw what was going on, and you came back to the other party.
Right. 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 So I was listening Lecrae. You know who Lecrae is?
Yeah.
Who is a gospel rapper, or I don't know if he even calls himself that, maybe inspirational, whatever. But he was saying that he was at one of the Diddy parties. He said somebody came to him and they was like, "Say, man, listen, about 1 o'clock, it gets real turned up in here. You might want to leave." And he said, "Oh man," he said it was him and some of his guys, whatever. It was like, man, he said this, that, man, I'm grown. What, like, what, what? Why y'all trying to tell me I need to leave? Because, like, what? And he said about 12:30, then he walking around, through the party. He said about 12:30. So he looked around. There was some people on the couch. They started getting real busy. And it was same gender people. And he was like, oh, okay. It ain't even 1 o'clock yet. I better go on and get up out of here. So, the thing is like, okay, at your own risk. He said that person warned him, bro, you might want to go on, get up out, because yeah, it's gonna happen. He was, he said he didn't want to say no names because, hey, whatever y'all doing on over
That's your
here, that's
business.
y'all business.
Hey,
I'm about to be out. But I guess he didn't believe it at first until he saw it with his own eyes. So
amen.
yeah. You got some comments?
Yeah, Marco said his mom and my mama grew up together, and I just watched a lot of stuff unfold. That's the other side of that family we don't fool with. So I guess it is some extra stuff too.
Mm.
Marco also says still can't take away so the records and great music they got put out, and that's the thing. It was some good music got put out. I don't
Mhm.
know as far as all the stuff on the back end. Look, it's coming out finally. What 30 years later, it's coming
Right,
out.
right, right.
Shannon said, that supposedly he abused some Meek Mill tail. Look, the audio or whatever,
Yeah.
they had some audio
Right,
or
right,
whatever.
right, right.
But with the AI stuff going on nowadays,
You can't
you
really
can't really
tell that the
make
yeah.
that out or nothing like that. I don't
Mhm.
want to see no video. I don't want to see no pictures. Say you can say that for court. You can put that in
Right.
court and let them be the judge of it or whatever. But there's one thing about audio, shoot, sometime last year I think I posted Michael Jackson doing his version of F some other niggas because I'm down from a, and it's like it sounded like Michael Jackson was doing that, you know.
Wow.
So you nowadays it's hard to be able to tell, you know, what's real and what's fake. You really almost got to be a forensic expert to be able to tell, you know, between the two.
Hmm.
So on that Meek Mill thing, I don't know. I can't call it until we going. I'm just gonna wait till the trial. I ain't even, you know, they got
Right.
stuff talking about Stevie J doing some stuff and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Um, they're saying that it wasn't Stevie J, that a porn actor said that
Right.
was when they had
Right.
admitted
Was
that was
him.
him or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Right. Right.
look, there's supposed to be like an
Who
80-page joint.
knows?
This
Yeah.
80-page indictment.
Right.
So I'm gonna let the courts handle all that stuff
Right,
right
right, right. I mean, at the very end of the day, then would it'll play out right in front of us like the R. Kelly situation did. I do believe that, you know, let's talk about that. The R. Kelly situation, I blame the parents. Because them underage girls, they did not roll over to that man's house or his studio or whatever by themselves.
there. Nigga, and you dropping them off. Like dropping them off,
Hello?
I'm finna be. And you know, it was kind of a known thing around Chicago. People knew, you know, what R.
Right,
Kelly was up to.
right, right.
So no,
Y'all did that. The parents should be in trouble for that because
yeah,
I feel like it's no way. Oh, I'm about to come on, baby girl. I'm gonna drop you off over here at R. Kelly so you can so he can teach you how to.
I'm not dropping my daughter off with
No,
no grown man.
okay,
Period.
R. Kelly, A. Kelly, M. Kelly,
And
nobody.
then you
Like
talk
that's
about the
dumb.
entertainment industry. Come on, no,
I
no,
felt like that was for a payday. Somewhere somebody was like, you know what, baby girl, just do whatever he asks you to do, and we'll get the money later.
hell no.
So yeah,
Marco
so
said the crib in the Hamptons is where it all went down, and I guess that, yeah, that it alludes to a whole lot of that.
Mhm.
Um, Shawnee B, what's going on? I see you still out there working. She didn't quit her job, made it her career. She's doing the comedy thing full
Okay,
time
that's
now.
what's up. That's what's up. Good luck to that. Good luck to you for doing that, girl.
Uh, say Puffy messed over all his artists. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
pretty well known fact.
Right,
Messed them
right.
over. And I mean, people changing their lives, changing religions. Niggas find God when they
Yeah.
left Puffy's camp. So yeah, it was definitely some crazy stuff going on. That's why everybody sued him behind all the publishing. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just say the feds will get it all together. Indeed, they will. Looks like they are already
Hmm.
putting together a nice little case. We
Right.
talking about a RICO, the whole 9 yards.
Right. Right.
Uh, Marco said, "You know Stevie J a fruitcake." Look, man.
First of all, the dude throwed off. That's what I believe. Like, I mean, he's talented though. He put out some good music stuff, some stuff that he produced or whatever. I didn't even realize he did. So, but I feel like there's something to this whole thing. These guys can be super talented, but
They got demons.
man, some stuff in the
Yeah,
closet.
they got demons.
Yeah.
Leon Mason, what's going on with you, bro? Yeah, they say all had a code to get down in the industry. F that gatekeepers. It's real like taxes. Secret society. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, I always wanted to be famous. I always wanted to, be in that whole, like I mean, I'm a DJ now, so it's like I always, kind of wanted to be in that entertainment arena or whatever.
Right.
But
Right.
looking back, it's like
Yeah. No,
glad I missed out on.
hey, you hood famous. That's good
I
enough.
say, look, some of the stuff they alleging going on. Look here, man. No, you know,
Mm.
it's like certain things that you got to do. You know what I'm saying, in order to get to a certain level in the industry. I take Fort Worth, Texas, man. Just
All right.
and
Right.
be okay with that. I don't
Right. Right.
say you see Kanye lost it when he really found out. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Kanye, I don't even know what to say about him. He just real weird right now.
I
So
mean, if he witnessed, you know what I'm saying, the
mhm.
things that is going
That
on
he
or the things that
say,
are
yeah,
alleged or
right,
whatever,
right, right.
and then with the
That would probably be the reason, one of the reasons
and
why.
he had
Hmm.
somewhat of a Christian upbringing,
Hmm.
so to be brought up like that and then to see this whole other side, and then you see all this money over there, and it's like, gotta do that, get to the money,
Right,
it's like,
right,
so
right,
yeah,
right, right,
yeah.
right.
Because he got exposed.
Hmm. Who is that? Kanye?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is about that whole situation, the gatekeepers are they're not black. The people that hold all the power to that whole, industry, they are not black. I guess that's the I don't even what is that the Jewish community that holds the power to that?
Yeah.
They usually control it. I was listening to which I think we talked about um where this guy was saying that some years ago back in the 80s or whatever, or the late early 80s, there was a secret meeting between some industry execs or whatever. And they said the people that were invited to this meeting, they had to sign non-disclosure agreements that they would not discuss anything that was going on in this meeting. And so what they said was a lot of these people that, the executives, they were investors into private prisons. And what they wanted was for the rap industry, anybody coming into the rap industry, was to make sure that the music that they produced would cause people to basically be want to figure get to the money, fast money, rob, steal, kill, whatever, to get it. And because what they wanted was to fill the prisons, and they made these people sign a non-disclosure agreement that nobody would talk about it, but they wanted those prisons filled by the people in our community. And so they wanted to start with the rap industry, that the rap industry would be the ones to lead these people to there. Here's the thing, those some of those rappers, when they are rapping about this stuff, they ain't never even experienced that. It's not real life stuff. It's just stuff that they're told this is what you have to talk about if you want to, for your album or your CD or whatever to be, get to next level. It better be about this. Otherwise, and you notice now that the conscious rappers, they don't get far,
Yeah, they're
right?
pretty non-existent.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
pretty. I mean, I've been saying this for a little while. I'm not a prophet though. I ain't, it ain't like I was saying it 30 years ago. But I put two and two together. I was one of the people in the '90s who was listening to conscious music, and I saw it change over, and I changed right on over with it. Right
Mm-hmm.
over to the gangster rap. I just like good music. Um, Fortunately for me, I had a strong family base, a strong moral base, so I didn't get caught up in trying to be the gangster that I was listening to. A touch of it. I toted the gun for a little bit. I was in Crip territory, so kind of touched it a little bit, but didn't really get into trying to play out a character that I heard or saw, on videos or heard on music. But a lot of our kids nowadays get caught up in that.
Yeah.
A lot of our kids get caught up in that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something that um, Islam, the fruit work, that's FOI. They was speaking and they were talking about rap music, and they were saying that Minister Farrakhan said that one good rap song is better than 1,000 his speeches.
Mm.
And that's just as far as educating our kids and getting information
Mm-hmm.
out to our kids.
Right, right.
And yeah, I mean, somebody switched the game up. I don't know if there was a real meeting or anything like that, but the game definitely switched up,
Yeah.
and it's got our young in a bad way. I've said before, and I'll say it again: you got to raise your kids, or the media gonna raise them for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get a hold of your kids early, or the
Right.
media's gonna raise them kids for you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's real. That's real.
So Marco's in here. He's agreeing with everything you said. Listen, I heard that, so they will make money two ways: by releasing music and from the prisons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you look at it, yeah, prisons. They're filling the prisons up. Making money that way, and you get money, from the record sales, whatever. So, yeah, yeah.
That's it.
But I don't, I don't really take the victim role. We did this to ourselves as well, once again, because we ain't raised our kids.
Mm-hmm.
We got to have more control over our families. rather than to let some entertainment, let some media come in and turn our families the other way.
Yeah. Yes.
So, you know, and we all, nobody's really immune to it. We all got somebody in our family, some suburban kid that, is trying to live out, this thing. Even when you talk about something as simple as uh, YouTubers,
Mm-hmm.
we got a lot of kids nowadays that are wanting to be YouTubers and
Yes.
don't understand the work that goes in
Right.
behind, being a YouTuber.
Right.
And I'm not saying being a YouTuber is a bad thing. I'm just talking about the effects of social media or the yeah, just basically, the effects of social media, the
The
way
influence,
the influence.
because
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. The influence of social media.
because people see it and they feel like, oh, that's easy, I can do that. But it's a lot of work. That's if you're gonna take that serious, it's a lot of work. But you know, just like you said, the whole social media right now will influence people to the point where they feel like I gotta do that. I gotta get to that point. And you don't know what that person went through to get to that level. But just like the whole, rap game, it just they're purposely wanting you to influence these youths who are they're so impressionable right now. Like, if they feel like, hey, what you saying right now, bro, that how I'm gonna make it? Is that how? Because you must have did it, so I need to do what you did. And half of them, they ain't even touched it. Who was that be said that they rap about that stuff but ain't never done none of it? Who was that?
I mean, that's a lot of
A
people.
lot
That's a
of
lot of
them.
rappers that say
Okay.
that. They
Mm-hmm.
always talk about how the rappers send their kids to private schools
Mm-hmm.
and send your kids to prison.
Mm. My.
That's kind of
Yeah.
a pretty good analogy.
Yeah.
They take that rap money and send their kids to private school. They take them rap lyrics and send your kids to prison.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Um, Leon said right, but at that time you had a lot of kids having kids, so in not being educated in what it was really doing, all they looked at was the money, and that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing as to me. It's the same thing as slanging dope or something like that. A lot of guys had a mentality that if I ain't do it, somebody else is gonna do it. If
Right.
I ain't get that money, if I ain't selling that dope, they'll get that dope from somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The same thing as far as the rap lyrics, stuff like that. If I ain't rap like that, they was just gonna get somebody else. Somebody else is gonna be a
Right.
millionaire.
Right.
So why not? Why not me?
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
interesting mentality to have. You definitely got to have a strong moral base to be able to withstand, some of those things.
Right.
And that just goes back to shoot, man, raising your kids. You got to get a hold to them kids early. Um,
Man.
my observation is that by the time these kids hit 12, 13 years old, they got to figure it out, and adults don't know what the hell they talking about.
Yes.
So you got to get a hold to them quick. I'm talking about 2, 3, 4, 5 years old because
Mm-hmm.
they handling phones. You got to think about how many people hand their kids a phone to pacify them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So from then on, they're learning from this iPad or this
Yes.
phone or whatever the case.
Right.
And you got to have a hold on that because they steady learning from this thing. They learning more from that than they learning from you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Good old 4-5 is in the house, so we're gonna
I'm
see what
here.
he got to say. Gonna say we spent too much time highlighting hookers, harlots, pimps, and niggas with inferiority complexes. Monkey see, monkey, goddamn do. Well, I mean, hookers, harlots, pimps. That's that's all part of the game, and then there's a culture. There's a whole pimp culture. Same where's a gang culture. Same where's a drug culture. So there's a whole culture, and I think that we thought th- that we were like the newscasters, when rappers out there. They was telling you about the streets. They was letting people know about the streets, letting people know about the gangs, letting people know about police brutality, letting people know about pimp culture, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we didn't really look at it as the news. We looked at it as something to emulate.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where we kind of messed up and fell short at.
Right.
Same thing, gangster rap, stuff like that. They was really giving us a window into some of the lives of on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
But then we wanted to emulate it. We
Yeah.
thought it was cool, and we wanted to emulate it instead of
Yeah.
trying to stay away from it
Right.
and look at it as a warning. We look at it as something that we wanted to achieve.
Right. I mean, I felt like those warnings. Then they start putting warnings on the CDs and stuff like that. What they
Yes.
should have been saying is like, look, this is entertainment purposes only,
Mhm.
not for you to go and duplicate what we're doing here. Like that's what they should have been saying. But I don't know. They didn't take it as so. It was as if that's what I'm supposed to do to make it. So
Quincy said they like doing exotic drugs and doing sugar shit behind closed doors.
oh my gosh. What in the world?
I don't know. That's he on the he sound like he on the puffy part. He said, right, you only have 12 years to raise your kids. He said, after that, it's a desert storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think kids start forming their opinions earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like they got to figure it out a little bit earlier. They're exposed to so much social media and this, YouTube and all that. It exposes them to so much
Yeah.
to where, they feel like they know it all. By the time they hit 17, 18,
It's
and
over.
I got a good example of that. It's like 17, 18. I'm a man. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if you couple social media, you throw that in with some new sex, and especially these boys, man.
Oh my God.
By 17, it's like I done got me some, and I got this whole thing figured out. You old
Oh.
niggas don't know nothing.
Right. And I don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say because I'm a man. And here's the thing, you ain't got a job, but you a man can do what? You can't even take care of yourself. Nothing.
Man, social media say
Oh
you a
my God.
man.
Lord.
You a man. These kids call it how many bodies you got. So you got a couple bodies now. So you a man. I've always told any kid that come through my house, you're not a man until I can put you out, throw you out on the porch right now, and you can maintain yourself without
Hmm.
calling me back.
Hmm. Not happening.
I'm talking about, you can maintain yourself. Boom. You got money you making. You going to work tomorrow. You're going to make some money. You're going to get you a check. You're going to be able to stack and get on top. Not be stuck. Not go ask somebody, can I come sleep on your couch? Not go,
Right.
go big, none of that.
Right.
To the point where I kick you out right now. You got a little money in your account. Boom, you go get you a hotel room or whatever case, hang out for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
get a check, stack a check, get back on top. If you can't do that, you ain't no
Right.
man.
Yeah, that's just talk. You know, so remember, well, of course, Mo 3. I was listening to the guy who was his manager,
Rainwater, oh Lord.
and he said that Arlington is right now is one of the most dangerous places to live. He said because the guys that are flocking to live there, in our community, he said that they feel like they got something to prove. So they out to, trying to, off people and, do all this crazy stuff because they feel like they got like we trying to prove that we a bad, we the big bad neighborhood or whatever. And it's like, for what?
He got a point. He might be a little bit off because most of our suburban areas are like that. Crowley is right,
Mm,
right, right there.
mm, mm.
And it's just a situation where we moved out of the hood.
Right,
But we took the hood mentality with us.
right, right.
So we moved out of the hood into Arlington, into
So
Crowley.
what was the original hood
What you mean?
in your opinion? When you say move out the hood, where was the hood at?
I think the original hood was South Side,
Okay, South Side,
Como,
Stop Six.
Stop Six.
Okay.
Those were your original hood areas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it started with Forest Hill. I think Forest Hill was a nice
Yeah, I grew.
environment,
That's where
nice
we grew
area,
up.
right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
But when you started working for the post office or whatever the case, that's
Right.
the first place you moved was over there in Forest Hill.
Yes.
So we
Uh-huh.
kind of went and tainted Forest Hill over in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Another place, Woodhaven.
Mm.
You got a little money, you
Mm-hmm.
went to them nice apartments over there in
Right.
Woodhaven.
Right.
So that was first.
Yeah.
And then we, Crowley, a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
Elfman,
Mm-hmm.
Arlington,
Yeah.
Arlington, I think Arlington was last because it wasn't on the bus route. I always say that it
Right.
wasn't on the bus route.
Right. Right.
And
Right. Did they put a bus route through there or
no, they
something?
ain't put a bus route
Oh,
on
okay.
there. But I
Okay.
mean, nowadays with Uber and all that stuff like that, it don't even matter as far as where you can get to. But at first, it was like most of these places, most of the hood, it spread it out to where you can
Right.
get. It was on the bus route.
Right. 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 Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
Pastor JT, what's going on with you, buddy? He said the industry used our culture, hip hop, against us. They silenced the conscious hip hop and raised the gangster rap above it. We went from unity, rocking African symbols, red, black, and green, to glorifying drive-by. This is true.
Yeah.
We was wearing African symbols. We was wearing X hats.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think that frightened, a certain set of people.
Right.
It
Right.
was like, man, they getting together,
Mm-hmm.
and the way rap has been growing, the way rap has grown.
Mm-hmm.
If we'd have figured out how to unify with our man, yeah,
Right.
we had a lot of power.
Who was the black people that used to go, like be walk around parade like protecting everybody? Who was that black group of people? They used to wear black and they
Who, the
had
Black Panthers?
the Black Panthers.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow, I could not think. Who were the black people? Okay, so whatever happened to that type of, unity in our community where we could feel safe and protected? Because it seemed like the Black Panthers didn't take no mess. Like cops, whatever. We didn't care. They didn't care nothing about that. They was gonna protect our neighborhood, our people. What happened to that unity? What happened to those people? Is the Black Panther still out there?
Yes.
Okay.
The Black Panthers party started in Dallas.
Okay, so where they at?
Some of them are in Dallas. So we got the new Black Panther party now.
Oh.
But I think the internet happened
Mm.
because the internet gave everybody their own opinion.
Okay.
So everybody can like form their own little Black Panther party. It kind of killed the unity.
Mm.
It's almost the same way they did with churches.
Okay.
When you got these pastors, you got a million different pastors want to teach a different way, so they want to open their own church.
Okay.
So the same with the Black Panthers. Like I got my own way. We can, I got an idea for how we can protect our own people, but it
Mm.
split us up.
Ah, okay. Okay. So we
Like
don't have that same unity.
right, we don't.
Mhm.
It would be nice if we had all these different factions and we all were up under one umbrella,
Umbrella. Yeah.
but we're not.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
We're not. And you got all these people with all these different ideas, and everybody got a YouTube channel now. Everybody got their own opinions. Everybody got
Mhm.
their own
Mhm.
moral code, whatever the case.
Mhm.
And we really should be up under one umbrella.
Yeah.
But the internet fame, you get you about 50 followers or whatever, you feel like, hey, I can do my thing over here.
Right.
Well, there's a million people with 50 followers a piece.
Right.
So you're talking about 50 different factions.
Right.
Back in the
Right.
day, it was like Black Panther Party. All you really had was a phone and some newspapers.
Right.
So
We had to meet. We had to come meet
right,
because there
we had
wasn't
to
no
meet in person
zooming.
physically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the internet kind of split us up a little bit.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Um, yeah, yeah, and also with the Black Panther movement, and you had we had moles in there, and I think FBI kind of targeted them and stuff like
Mm.
that.
Mm.
Um, yeah, federal what I can't even think of. Boy, they went to jail, stuff like that. And I think the biggest thing that the government did was to kind of publicly humiliate people, kind of let you know if you want to get into this stuff right here, this is you can end up going to jail, you can end up,
Right.
So it's
Right.
like a lot of us is like, nah, I'm just gonna go with the flow.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm not gonna mess
Yeah.
to that. You're not gonna exercise me.
Yeah.
So I think I think a lot of us was just scared. Bottom line,
Right.
just scared.
Right.
They naming off groups: Public Enemy, Chuck D, KRS-One, yeah, X Clan, Poor Righteous Teachers. A lot of conscious rappers out there.
Yeah.
Back in
Yeah.
the day.
Mhm.
Of course, the government shut that shit down and elevated Crips and Bloods. And true, but the thing about that is, Crips and Bloods was actually started to help the community.
Mm. Wow.
That was actually something to protect themselves
Right.
from police.
Right.
Uh, um, I can't even think of the word right now, but brutality, police
Mm.
brutality,
Mhm. Mhm.
and it kind of protect the hood. That's what Crips and Bloods were first
Initially. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, like Leon Mason said, they broke that up by targeting them and making them out to be terrorists.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and the same thing they did with Islam. Same thing they did with Malcolm X.
Right.
They do that now with the Hebrew Israelite culture. They call them racists and terrorist groups, stuff like that. They
Yeah.
put labels on that.
Right.
I kind of, me myself, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of admire the Hebrew Israelite crew, man. They got they a little bit different. They're a little bit different, but they no nonsense and they stick together. When you see them, they almost like a military group. When they be out there. When you see them in the big groups, nigga, and they in the street, and they call out the command just like the military do, and they all say, man, that's a beautiful sight to see, in my opinion. Vanessa's like, what happened to the Black Panther movie? Yeah, well, like I say, internet happened, government happened. They're not gonna have that. Quinn said they stole all the Panthers' ideas and threw them under prison. As Matulu Shakur, they put him in prison for stopping heroin addiction. They say Sada ain't been back to the U.S. since she escaped to Cuba. So you done got Quincy started.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You just gonna do your podcast, bro. You playing games.
Yeah.
He full of information himself.
Right.
But
Well, I mean, you know, at the very end of the day, I think that's kind of what we're missing because you know, let's just call a thing. There's a lot of young men out here who are, you know, fatherless, you know, not being raised by their dads or whatever, and they need something. And I feel like if you know, if the Black Panther party group, whatever, was still, you know, strong like it was, you know, I would hope that that would be some type of mentor situation or whatever, as opposed to them, because what happens is, in my opinion, then if they don't have get that father love, then the first thing they do is try to, you know, the gang people look at you and be like, come on over here, bro. We got you. You know, we your family. And so then it goes from there, right? I feel like sometimes even, you know, young men get in there, they may even have, you know, a father, mentor, somebody, whatever, but it's something that they feel like, you know, I need to feel, you know, this sense of, you know, camaraderie with, you know, a group or whatever. I would imagine that that's kind of how it, you know, starts. And that's how they get you.
I mean, also you got when you teenage, especially, well, it don't matter teenage boys or girls, but with the gangs, the teenage boys, a lot of times it plays into what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of times you got a parent telling you, "Hey, this is wrong. You're not supposed to be doing that." They got the gang over here that's telling you, "Hey, come on over here.
Yeah,
We
we doing
smoke
that.
weed
That's
every
cool.
day. We can tow guns every day. We could do this every day."
Right.
So you got this a support group.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like, shoot, yeah, come on over here. We can do this. So dad or uncle or whoever that's telling you it's wrong,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
he's lame
Right.
and out of touch.
Right. Right.
And what you have to understand about the streets, man, the streets will eat you up and spit you out.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no loyalty in the streets. I don't care what you. It ain't no loyalty. It ain't like it used to be.
Yeah.
Ain't no loyalty in the streets. And these dudes, they will take you in, man, and use you, for everything you got, and then leave you,
Mm-hmm.
broke or leave you in
Mm-hmm.
jail. You know, I think it was a little bit more loyalty back in the day. A lot of times when you went down, niggas would put money on your books, stuff like that. You don't go down like that no more.
Right.
You don't go down like that no more.
Right.
You go down and they might not put nothing on your books. You might not never hear from them again.
Right. Right.
So, Quincy said COINTELPRO made sure all the Panther headquarters across the nation were replaced with crack cocaine.
Wow.
COINTELPRO was, yeah. Google that, black folks. COINTELPRO. That was basically a measure put in place by the government to take out, all of our conscious movements. You
Wow.
know, that they the Muslims, Malcolm X, them, Black Panthers, all of them. It was like, yeah, they was looking to take all them out.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor he said, I got my channel stuck for talking about certain things, so I took a break. Yeah, yeah. You will, what I'm saying, get blocked, and they'll call it hate speech and all
Right.
kind of stuff like that.
Right.
I think I'm constantly Facebook, man. They stay on my neck.
Right. Be waiting for you to say something.
I can't even, man. I do a lot of my stuff over on TikTok now. Facebook ain't fooling with me, and Facebook is connected to Instagram, so Instagram got to beat up on me. I shoot. Look, we can talk in person. You want to talk to me in person? We can do it in person.
Right.
But they ain't letting too much of my social media stuff unless I'm acting a fool or clowning or whatever. Anything outside of that, man, they be on my neck.
That's it.
Once they say they took ass whoopings away and gave kids 911 to call on their daddies out there who would put a foot square in their ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It definitely, took away corporal punishment. You could still, give kids a tap on the butt or two.
Yeah, you just can't be something that's leave a visible mark at them.
Yeah, yeah. So we
Just gotta learn how to whoop them. That's what it is.
man, look. Truth be told, we got CPS call on us just recently. Got
Oh
the
gosh.
CPS call on us, and yeah, we do weapons around here. We do weapons
Yeah.
around here, and I mean, I'm not abuse, but some kids got to get tapped on their tail a little bit
Yeah.
for it to resonate.
Get it. Yeah.
And it's you right as far as 911 and government entities or whatever, and these kids be manipulating that shit. Nigga.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that's why so many parents have decided, well, we're just gonna do timeout or this and that. Because what is timeout? What is that?
It don't work for some of these kids. It didn't work
Right.
for me. I'm glad my mom didn't exercise time out on me. I'm glad that she put something on my behind and kind of let me know. And it's not about abuse. It's not about trying to hurt your kid. It's about consequences. There are consequences for the things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told every kid come through my house. There's gonna come a time you're gonna be an adult and you're gonna wish that you get a whooping rather
Right.
than to have the consequence,
Right.
whatever that consequence might be, whether it
Yeah.
might be repo or getting kicked out your house or what. I can't think of what what it is right now as far as not making the rent, getting kicked out. But it's a whole lot of things that's gonna happen to you, and you're gonna wish that you could just get a whooping and everything go back to
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah. For real. For real. For real. So, there's
So
that.
it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor Jason JT said, "Yeah, Facebook for sure. Yeah, Facebook, man, be on your head, man. They ain't gonna let you get out information."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we covered a lot today. Covered a wide spectrum of stuff. We kind of rambled a little bit. I know I did.
Mm.
So we appreciate y'all for checking in, man. Like we're coming towards the hour mark. We went pretty late into the night. I got to find me something to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So
That got us.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again. We appreciate it. Listen. So at the end of the day, April 8th, we have 6 days, 12 hours, 39 minutes, and 2 seconds before the eclipse.
Man, what timer you looking?
I have a timer. I got a timer before the total eclipse. And I just want y'all to be prepared once again. Go get your beans and crackers, your water, and your canned goods, your toilet tissue, whatever. Just be prepared because you know either we'll be down for 2 minutes or it could be 72 hours. Okay, so there you go.
Well, Quincy, let me go and put Quincy's last thing. I say all the black folks born prior to 1985 got their asses beat when they was kids and they wore suits on the regular. He said as soon as t-shirts became the norm, Negroes were in trouble. Pastor JT said, always a great show. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all again. We
Leslie
appreciate you.
said, till next week.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well,
All right.
we'll catch y'all with y'all next week then. So you got something else?
Mm.
Same jazz time.
Same jazz channel.
All right. Be blessed.
I guess I'll put you last week on it.